guys, welcome back. It's your boy Jovi Styles. You already know what it is. Thank you for tuning in again. We are doing a get ready with me using Milk makeup. Ooh, you guys know how much I love their products. I use them in mostly all of my videos, you know, especially the Kush mascara. This has been my G.
Crazy. I love you, man. Shut. Man, don't let me go.
Since it came out. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, keep on watching.
Holla, holla, holla.
Actually, go ahead and subscribe real quick before you go ahead and get any of this nitty gritty. Go ahead and subscribe so I can see you out there. First, I want to start off by adding a little hydration to the skin. I'm going to use one of my favorite products. This is their Kush Lip Balm, and it looks green, but it goes on clear. It's just a good old lip balm. It has the hemp derived cannabis oil inside of it, which really helps to treat and, you know, smooth the lips. But then it also has mango butter, shea butter, and cocoa butter inside of it as well, and then some other oils. So super duper hydrating. It smells like peppermint because it has peppermint oil in it, and it also has sage extract in there as well. So yes. Alright, moving on, we're going to be using the watermelon serum stick. This is going to just add some hydration to the skin, and it's going to brighten as well. It has vitamin A, C, and E. It has a little bit of matrixyl, which is a natural peptide which plumps the skin, which helps out with texture as well as, like, you know, fine lines and things like that. And that watermelon essence, which is going to really hydrate. For dry skin types, you can use this as a primer if you want. I use it as kind of like a moisturizer. Yeah. After that, I go ahead and prime. I'm using the Luminous Blur Stick. I use this one because it's still mattifying, because y'all know I'm oily, but this is still mattifying, but it has that gold pearl into it, or a gold fleck. I don't know what the hell is it, but it's awesome, and it looks good on deeper skin tones as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and put it where I want to glow and where I have pores at, you know. And then I just blend it out everywhere else. It looks like a lot, but we'll be alright. And it just gives you that nice glowy skin. You don't even really see the gold fleck much. You just see like a nice radiant glow to the skin. I freaking love it. So last time, y'all know how the foundation went. This time I've been working with it. I found how to use it. Last time I just used way too much, and it was definitely the wrong color. Last time I used tan. Recently when I bought the foundation, I bought the color Cinnamon, and I thought this would be my perfect color, but apparently it's not either because it's a little light. So lately when I've been wearing it, I've been mixing it with my NARS Macao, which y'all know that's like my summer color. But this actually, they work together. But earlier today, since I wanted to shoot this video, I went and got a sample of no, it's not Warm Deep, it's Golden Deep, because they have a Warm Deep as well. But y'all know I like my golden. Even though, you know, I'm warmer, but then I'm golden on the inside, I like my golden. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this. This is their Golden Deep Blur Foundation. Alright, so I went ahead and put a little bit on the back of my hand. As you see, that is a very small amount, and I'm probably not even going to use that full amount, because a little bit goes a very, very long way, and we learned that from the last video that we shot doing this. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and dabble into that. Y'all see that? I just dabbled into it. Okay, and I'm gonna use this Anastasia palette for a mirror, and we're just gonna go ahead and put that on. I like that. I actually really, really like this shade, because it looks, you see how natural that looks? I finally found my shade, yes! I'm gonna go ahead and set my foundation. I've been doing this recently. I've been setting my foundation and then doing my concealer on top of it. I don't use a lot of product to do it, just a very, very little bit, so it doesn't like build texture or anything like that. Milk does have some really, really great setting powders, and I will be using this one for my highlight, but this is the medium. I don't have the deep one, which I would be using in this step, so in that case I will be using my Makeup Forever setting powder. This is in their color 56, and I'm just going to use a very, very small amount of this because it is a little bit deeper and a little bit more red. So I'm just going to take a little bit on a big fluffy brush and just go over my foundation. Just to go ahead and set that out because I am pretty oily, so this just helps with that. And this powder is pretty matte as well, and I feel like this foundation goes with pretty much anything you want to use it with. It's just pretty bomb. Cool. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get into concealing. So now, like I said, their concealer actually comes in 16 shades. I have the color Caramel because y'all know I like to highlight and be my light bright self, and y'all know like my inner part of my face is brighter than the rest of my face, and right now I took my tone all the way down to my tone that's like on the outside of my face basically. So I want to get this color back, the color that's all right here. I want to get that back, and I'm going to bring that through in my highlight, so it's not going to be too crazy. This works out for me. So I just kind of basically do that, put it on the side of my nose, right on the bridge, and right through here. Also there. And I'm also going to take a little bit on my forehead. Yes. Alright, so let's get this walking because this is a get ready with me and we need to talk about a couple things. As of recently, I have been seeing one of my favorite Instagrammers and YouTubers, and they have just been perpetrating. I'm sorry, but they have been sleeping with the enemy.
You've been screwing the milkman, he said. He was crazy. And he kept on screaming, you've been screwing the milkman. And then he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
Not in literally forms, but figuratively. And, you know, I'm just not here for it. And they put out a post saying, well, if you don't like it, you can unfollow me. So I kindly went ahead and unfollowed him. It's just like, really? After all that shit you was talking months ago about this, that, and the third, and about people who don't support this and that and the third, but yet as soon as you get that opportunity, you jump right on it and just go ahead and be all up on them.
The content doesn't flow. You can't go back down. You gotta keep going up.
Really? I mean, I'm just saying, if you're gonna be talking and ranting all the time about random shit, stick to what you said, you know? I know people grow and people change and things like that, but really, no. Like, it's a no, bro. You know, sometimes people are just there for that coin and to get more attention, you know? It is what it is. I mean, people live their life, but, you know, I'd rather follow someone who actually mean what they say and say what they mean and go by what they say, rather than just say shit just to get attention and then, you know, hop on the bandwagon. Girl, bye. But that was just my little 2 cents on that issue. I'm just gonna go ahead and set with their setting powder now. This is in the color medium, so I set with my sponge as well. I took off that extra part on there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and close that back up, give it a few taps, and when you do that, you get all of that product. So it's like, people say it's hard to get out, but it's really not. So I'm just gonna go ahead, dip into her, and set everywhere where I concealed. I really like their color of the medium because it's not super yellow. You know, medium powders are always super yellow or super orange. This is like a nice beige. It's like a good 2 shades deeper than like the Laura Mercier translucent, which I like. I use the regular one quite often, but I actually, since this came out, been using this because it's a little bit darker than the Laura Mercier translucent, and it's absolutely perfect. But it's not super yellow or super peachy. You see that? and it's gorgeous. Now that we have set, they don't have any eye palettes like that. I mean, I think they have one on their website. They have like two on their website actually, but I think they're more of a creamy texture. So I don't actually have those, but it's cool. It's all good. Last time we did this, I used their black eye gloss. This time I want to use their like holographic one, and it's more so clear with like a slight holographic tinge to it. But I like to use their sticks and their holographic highlighters as eye products, which they're definitely safe to do so. Oh yeah, and I also have their eye pigment too, which is really, really cool. This is super cute. No, Silent Disco is the name of this one, and their eye pigments are bomb. You get a lot of product in there, and you don't need a primer for them. It's just, they're so pigmented. Like, you can do cut creases with them and stuff. It's awesome. I'm gonna use that as a liner today. So just a quick, easy look. I feel like I want to start off with Mars, and I'm going to use that in my crease just to give that like glowing effect. Yeah, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner as well, like heavily in the inner corner, like that. So this is my Morphe M504 brush, which I love for a nice blown out look. I also like to use this brush for a highlight brush as well. It's like, oh, freaking bomb. Alright, and I went ahead and blended that up from the crease all the way up to my brow bone. But there's not much product on my brow bone, it's more so from the crease. You see that? Super duper soft. It's kind of messy, nothing crazy. I focused a lot of product on the inner corner. Cool? Alright, same thing to the other side. Super duper quick and easy. I actually like this. I could just leave it just like this, but you know what? I want to show y'all their products. So let's get into it a little bit more. I am going to now use their gloss stick, and this is in the color Light Rail, and it's for your eyes, but you can use it for so many different things. I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand, and as you see, it has that like holographic purpley tone to it, which is super duper cute. I really, really, really like that. I'm just going to tap a little bit onto my lid using my finger, and I'm just going to get a good amount on there, but I'm just going to focus it on my lower part of my lid. So like right here. You see that? We're going to bring it right here. Yeah, I love the way that looks. Alright, so now once I do that, I'm going to get their Supernova stick, which is a purpley lavenderish tone. I am going to use this brush. This is one of those Mikasa brushes that you can't see the name. We've talked about this before on my channel. If you're new, then catch up. So I just like to swipe this on here like a bunch of times, and it just picks up the product. And I'm going to swipe it on my lower lash line, starting from the outer corner in. And you see it gives you that really, really pretty purpley tone there. I'm going to be using this little brush here. It's my Morphe 506, and I'm going to take a little bit of that Mars, dabble into that a little bit, and we're going to press that on the lower inner corner. Starting from where it already is and slowly bringing it to where the color starts in your eye. I'm taking that Supernova brush and just making sure it has a good blend. Alright, so now that we're basically done with like the eyeshadow and the gloss and everything, I want to go ahead and do our liner. I'm going to be using the eye pigment to do that. Alright, so now that our eyes are done, I didn't put the mascara on. You guys know I like to do that last. I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face. They don't have a bronzer that I actually like to use for myself personally. They have a pretty nice bronzer. They're in stick forms. However, their darker shade one, I like it as more of a contour shade because it is more of a slightly of a cooler tone, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. So to highlight, you can do a number of different things. I like to use Supernova, and I like to use these together. For today, I think, yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of this on my finger, and I'm just going to tap her on. So right through here. Just to give a little bit of that ethereal glow. See that? It gives that purpley highlight. But then when you put the other one on top of it, ooh, girl, changed your life. We're just gonna go ahead and swoon. Look at that. That looks so cool. I really, really like the way that looks, because when straight on, like, you don't really see it that much. It just adds a glow. But then when you turn it, you catch that light, boom, bang, pow. Yeah, I feel like I'm like robotic. I love it. Alright, so now that we have our highlight on, they have a blur setting spray, but I don't have that one, so I won't be using that, unfortunately. So I will set off camera, so I ain't gotta worry about that. I do want to do my brows. That's what we need to do. For the brows, I'm going to be using their Brow Down Gel Pencil. Actually, it's called Gel Brow Pencil, and this is in the color Dark Brew, which I really, really like these pencils because they just glide on so smooth and evenly and without any effort at all. Like, and I'm not going to do a super crazy brow. I just want to fill it in and shape it a little bit. Yeah, I live for that. Alright, so now that I have my brows on thick, I'm going to go ahead and use the Clear Brow Gel and Hydro, and this is one of their Kush brow gels because it has that cannabis oil inside of it, which is going to help to treat your brows while you're wearing it. You can also use this as a brow treatment, so anybody having any brow issues, it sets your brows, but you can also use it overnight as a brow treatment to kind of, you know, care for your brows. Give it that extra boost of hydration and help them not fall out if you have that issue going on. I'm living for these brows, man. Like, y'all don't even know how I feel about some nice, thick, fluffy brows. So we're using our Kush mascara, which I ain't even got to talk about because you guys know how much I love this mascara. However, I will tell you a little technique I've been doing lately. I literally put this up to my lashes and blink, and it applies it for me. So I literally just do this. And look at that. Bomb, right? I almost forgot a little bit of eyeliner because I really went in on my lower lash line. So I figured why not add some black liner there to give it a little bit even more of a smokiness. So now for lips, what I want to do is I want to just go ahead and put a little bit more of that Kush lip balm on. And then what I like to do is a tap of a little bit of their lipstick in Wavy. Now it is more of a brownish tone, but I use like a wash of it to kind of just give me like a little bit of a tone of it, not anything too like crazy. We good? We good? Okay. So I'll go ahead and tap it on. Just a little bit. And then, yeah, I really like that. Alright guys, I hope you guys like this completed look using these Milk makeup products. You know, I just got threw on a little bit of accessories or whatever just so y'all can, you know, see how this finished look came out or whatever. But yes, please like, share, subscribe, tell your brother, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, your best friend, your baby mama, whoever. Joby Styles is where it's at, and I am always here to deliver. I do want to, you know, come to you guys about a little bit more what comes on my heart. And I know I talked about that a little today, and then I, you know, kind of veered off back into the makeup. But I will let you guys know a little bit more about me soon, because I feel like I just need to express some more feelings and get it out. And if I get it out through this, I feel like it's just gonna make me a better person in the long run. Or whatever. But yes, please come back and watch the rest of my videos. I mean, they're right there. You might as well. But until next time,